welcome back. New episode, new week, new weekend. Today we have a special one for you guys.
Squatting.
Episode dedicated to just squats.
This is for, believe it or not, ladies and men. Men, do not skip on your squats. Do not be that typical ice cream cone shaped physique. No girl likes that, believe it or not. They don't care about how big your pecs are if you have no legs.
No girl likes a Johnny Bravo. That's why he couldn't get a girl ever.
That is true. Science. So basically we're going to go ahead and cover the fundamentals of the squats, cues, how to get ready for it, and basically if you're a person that can't squat or never has squatted, how you can get how you can build yourself up to doing a traditional barbell squat. I think it's the king of all exercises. If you had to pick one exercise to be able to do that incorporates your full body, definitely a squat. It's definitely something that it's not and should never be overlooked in any routine, male or female, depending on your goals. So
yeah, the amount of gains that you're gonna gain from that exercise, incredible, and you won't believe how well it translates throughout the rest of your body.
In the real life,
it keeps your whole body engaged and all of your muscles pumping and firing.
100%. Hopefully this video is helpful. Let's get after it. Alright everybody, the way I get ready for my squats, basically I take a mini routine just to prime myself out. We talked about priming with the shoulders, same thing goes with the squats, very crucial. Loosen up my groin. I have a lot of groin tightness when I'm getting ready to prepare my day for a squat day, so I like to just get into that, practice the movement, and get fired up, get loose. So a simple bodyweight squat is good to start. I go really low because I build up that mobility, but to kind of get those ankles. So start rocking side to side. Really start sitting in it. Get those ankles going too, because ankles are crucial when you're squatting, believe it or not. Get comfortable in the hole. So I'll just kind of sit here for about 30 seconds or so, rocking back and forth. Come back up. Go into lunge position. Twist. I'm knocked out a couple of those. Just really get like I said, just getting my legs fired up in all different angles. And you notice that even when you're sitting in that hole, I'm not really still. I like to start rotating and moving. Everything I do basically is dynamic leading into the squat. Static stretching is good. I think it's best to do it at the end once you're finished with your exercise, just to fortify all those movements you just did in your exercise. So getting ready for the squat, prep yourself, get yourself ready. Now if you're a person that has lax mobility and doesn't know how to squat, simple as getting on the bench. Let me move your cold brew coffee. Come over to the side of it so they can see. As simple as sitting on the bench, just preparing yourself to get ready for a squat. Hips back, back, come up. Simple movements like that. If you're someone that struggles with just getting ready for a squat or have real hard time feeling basically that you can do it properly and safely because you have knee pains, back pains, anything that you're suffering that's not normal. So find your comfort. Even if it's bodyweight squats, do about 15 of those, but wherever's comfortable. Even if it's 90 degrees, works too. Anything that gets you basically ready. My go-tos are the lunges, sitting in the hole. Even if you're like I said, we just did 90 bodyweight squats. Coming down here and just sitting there. If you're someone that struggles and your limit's right there, that's fine too. Like I said, build yourself where you go at your own pace. Go at your own pace, and basically once you feel like you're done, you get a little bit of a sweat, not exhausting. And then we're gonna go ahead and take you guys through an actual squat session, all the cues that you need to know, techniques tips on form, and hope this is helpful. Let's go. What are you showing us?
I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys an easy technique for those people who are not used to squatting or feel like they have a bad squat. What is it? Sit down squat? Bench squat?
They call it the box squat, but it's the bench. So we'll call it a bench squat, man.
Yeah, so So definitely, it's one of the exercises that really helped me to build my squat up. I was one of the people who didn't squat that much. You know, I used to say, you know, squats are for girls. Like, I don't want a big butt, things like that. And
Glutes on a man is sexy, bro.
Yeah, but still, you know, it was just one of those things that back when you're first starting to work out, all you want to do is focus on your upper body. Like, you feel like legs aren't important, you know?
Biggest common mistake.
Exactly, and truth be told is they are. I mean, the reason why we're dedicating a whole episode to squatting is because it's a super advanced technique that, if done right, can give you so many gains.
Overall gains, not just lower body, but your overall core, upper body strength. It's a full body workout, man.
Yeah, and squats definitely is one of those exercises that gets your central nervous system fired up, and it's one of those things that just helps you release all that testosterone and produce more testosterone because it's so taxing on the body. Almost all of your body and muscles are engaged. So easy technique here, box squat. All right, so I like to start with an empty bar, no weight. Kind of helps my body get ready for what's gonna come, and it's kind of like a warm-up step. So let's go ahead. I like to grab the bar right here, shoulder length, shoulder width. Go ahead and push off.
Pretty even.
Tight. Always tight. Helps your central nervous system fire up. Coming over here. Get a nice distance from the bench because all we're doing is just bringing our hips back.
All right, real quick. See Pedro's neutral. Bench is behind him. He's gonna start descending with his hips back. Touching the bench. You can get a little bit back if you want. There you go. It's a slight tap. Perfect. Really engaging those hips when he's working. You keep tension throughout the whole movement. You don't want to get loose, even just because you have that bench behind you. Now, if you're a person that struggles with this and just finding that balance, sitting on the bench slightly for a couple seconds, but keeping that tension is okay as well. Feels on this, baby. Is it my go?
It's your go.
All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and cover now the traditional back barbell squat and how we're gonna both demonstrate it. We do it both a little bit differently, so we're gonna kind of take you on how I basically my mechanics, my form. It's gonna look a little bit slightly different from Pedro. They're both correct. So the textbook, I guess people always bitching and moaning because it's like, oh no, that squat's not right if you're not going super low, or that squat's not right if you go like if you're right at parallel. So I mean, over the time, I was strictly a parallel squatter.
90 degrees.
90 degrees for people that don't know. And over time, I've been able to build my squat to get a little bit lower and more comfortable. And I want to basically put the credit to doing all the priming exercise I've been doing for the last 6 months, and just really taking the time to perfect the squat. It still needs a lot of work, but it's definitely much better than it was last year. So let's go ahead and see how I go. Basically about shoulder width as well, where it's comfortable, my body feels neutral. Come in. Step back.
Look how his hips go back. Full range of motion right there, really getting into the floor. Full tension throughout the whole exercise. Hip engagement. And that really activates your glutes as you go up. Perfect.
I actually didn't even notice that this was on this high. Usually I keep it a little lower. I'm a bit shorter, so whoever was squatting probably before me is either taller or they like to stay up a little higher.
You got pretty low. Yeah.
Demonstrate us his squat. It's gonna look a little bit different, maybe foot positioning, but the key concepts are the same. The bar stays relatively mid, not super high, but just right on his straps resting. For people that have problems saying that it hurts, the bar hurts them, just find that comfort spot on your back. All right. Pedro takes off his shoes. Since the shoes he had were kind of soft material, we recommend flat soles, like Converse, or barefoot is good if you have the ankle mobility to do it safely. Look at that depth. We just moved the guards. They were kind of high. Look at them go. Comes down. Nice neutral back. Knees stays focused. Nice upright posture. Hips are really firing. Notice how his hips descend back first. And they're the drivers, bam, and they come up and shoot forward. You want to thrust at the top. Good stuff. Money right there.
The reason why we emphasize depth so much is because think about it, when you're lifting stuff, you don't go 90 degrees and pick something up. Whenever you're gonna lift something, either a log, heavy ass box, whatever.
A log?
You know what I mean? You're gonna go all the way down, really pick that baby up and drive up. So that's why we emphasize.
That'd be the safe way, but most people unfortunately don't do that because they lose. A lot of people sit in an office all day and they lose the ability to be able to get down like that. So yeah. I think I have videos of you before, man, and your squat has improved tremendously this last year and a half. Tremendously.
And honestly, it's all thanks to focusing on that range of motion. It's not about putting 2 plates, 3 plates on there and going 90 degrees. It's not about the heavy weight. Because if you go all the way down, it feels hella heavier. And your strength is gonna improve eventually. So
absolutely.
Full range of motion all the way, for sure.
We're also gonna just go ahead and cover the cues. What are the squat cues? And when I say cues, it's like, what are the things that are going on through my head each rep and each time I'm gonna squat? So most importantly is your grip. You wanna create a routine where it becomes almost like a second nature how you get yourself set. Every time it's gonna be the same. Versus people that are fiddling with this the whole time and wasting a lot of more energy and focus on other things versus just kind of getting comfortable, getting into your squat form and just going after it. And breathing. Pedro's going to emphasize each set how the breathing is a major key. Getting comfortable in your stance. Some people have a wide stance, some people have a neutral stance, some people have a very, very narrow stance. So it just kind of depends on how your body feels most comfortable doing the squat. So once you find all those things, you go ahead and keep practicing them over and over again.
Focus as he takes a deep breath right before entering the first rep. Full tension throughout the whole exercise. Keeps the body engaged. Resets. Core is nice and tight. Focus on that breathing, tension. Really gripping that bar tight. It's gonna make the weight feel a lot more manageable and lighter. Deep breath in. Reset. Tying up. Core fully tight, and it really helps your body support the weight that you're squatting. Focus how his stance doesn't shift throughout the whole movement. Somewhat narrow stance, grip, always placed.
Good stuff.
Woo! Good stuff, buddy. Yeah.
Mental cues are key, and it keeps you safe, keeps you going, because then once you start getting, it's really important why. When you start getting heavier, the cues are so much more important because it keeps you, one, injury free, gets you mentally prepared for each rep. So take your sweet time. It's not a race. Quality over quantity. You do less squats than you were planning to do it a certain way, that's fine. The key is not to get hurt doing this shit. Enjoy it, make it good. A hella bang for your buck, for your overall body, and of course your legs, your glutes, everything. So that's
perfect.
My take.
Good stuff.
Also gonna cover real quick for people that don't know how to find their foot placement and positioning for a squat. There's a simple little cheat way of finding it if you're a first-time squatter or someone that really needs to find that comfort with it. So Pedro, go ahead and demonstrate it.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lay down on the floor. This is how to find your stance. Lay down fully. Make sure not to take a nap while you're doing this. You're gonna bring your legs up naturally.
Bring your knees to your chest, basically.
Yep.
Don't worry about your feet. Just go by your knees.
Just feel natural.
And basically, with the positioning of where your feet are, it's kind of the distance of where you're naturally gonna want to squat. Why? Because your back's, it kind of gives you like a nice mimic. And then you go ahead and apply the same, roughly the same distance, positioning of the knees and everything, and go ahead and try to apply that into your
so
squat.
Go ahead, try to keep it like that. When it's sit up, put your legs. Go ahead and stand. And this is usually how you stand in your everyday routine when you're just, standing up, just hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead, again, tight, shoulder width. Trying to keep your legs still where they are.
And roughly, he found his nice neutral stance. You don't have to be super straight and parallel when you're squatting. You're not a machine, so just find your comfort with that.
So where you feel natural, that's gonna be your stance. Go ahead, again, hips back. Forward your motion.
Good drive.
Yeah, that way you're not stuck,
Fiddling around with it.
Like this. Should I go super narrow? It's just immediately gonna feel natural to you, and you're gonna be a lot more effective.
Awesome.
Alright guys, so we're going to also basically cover, if you're a first time squatter or have never squatted before and simply just don't feel comfortable underneath the bar or don't have the balance to even do it, so there's ways that you can build up to be able to do it. Your ultimate goal should be to squat. If you've suffered from any type of knee pain or injury or anything in the past that prevents you from getting under the bar, your main goal then should be actually to be able to get into that position again. Because the squat's a natural form, we should all be able to squat. You look at an infant, and you see them just basically getting down to that baby position like nothing. Because we're meant to squat. We're meant to be able to do those things. So we lose it over the years, but there's ways that you can build yourself back up. So if you're a person that can't squat, the simple way we talked about is the bench. Sitting down. Hold back. If you're a person that really struggles with that.
Yeah, these are.
Focus on using the heels when you sit back. Focus on that. Sit, heels. Start with that if you're really a person that really can't just keep your balance. Now, when you start getting more advanced, you can start making it almost like a touching with the bench.
And always try to keep tension as you're doing it.
And you're emphasizing like it's just if you're doing it with the barbell. And then if you get more comfortable and you start advancing from that and that becomes easy, obviously to get to the point where you can do it with just your body. Here, hips are the main shooters.
Perfect, and really get in that hole. Tension throughout the whole exercise, and drive with the hips and the heels. Keeping a good balance.
So basically, those are ways that you can get yourself ready to be able to do those things with the bar. And it's super important if you do. It contributes a lot to your overall health and fitness and longevity. So definitely don't take it lightly. Work on those things. And I really hope this was helpful for a lot of people. That we always talk about squatting and how important it is, but it's such a technical thing that I think it's good that we covered a lot of those points, because it gives people, like, I feel, the tools necessary to be able to get there, because they're gonna simply say, I can't squat, it hurts. No, learn to basically get yourself, regress yourself back to that beginning, starting with the fundamentals again, right? And then we're going back into a full barbell squat.
All right.
That was the video. That was squats. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys picked up on our cues and our tips. And
Hope they were helpful.
Yep. And see how important it really is to grab that form, to have it in check. And remember, full range of motion. Don't worry about racking that thing full of weights. Focus on your depth and really focus on getting that exercise and form down. So that's what's going to keep you healthy and functional.
Yeah, stay injury free. If you have issues squatting, focus on the fundamentals. Now, obviously the goal is to progress in strength. Strength is also very important, but that's something that comes over time when you get more comfortable with the squat. So definitely hope these tips were helpful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe on the bottom, and let us know what you think. Deuces.
By the way, no, we didn't forget about you, Steven. Steven was sick today, so obviously he couldn't make it.
I don't think he was sick. I think he was attending other family duties. But hey, Steven, much love. Much love.